falling down cooler闇へ but never going back touch 向かえどうして高く上げて now die こんななんてもうグッバイしようこりもなくファイナルカマと Need another day I will run away from nothing no more どこまでも抗って go on 今超えてく also raise me break it up I'm not afraid yeah break it Keep it point in the dark 自分の力に変え wipe out 今ねじ曲げる視線 I never follow them I never ever care about them 今立ち向かう and I defeat myself I gotta go, skin myself, save for backward I gotta go, skin myself, see a suspect Time away from me, shut my shadow Smoke, let us set my tongue on this fix I could Nobody knows, gonna like in a flow Live fast, hold up
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm going to be talking about this disturbing incel. It's a very chilling story. Although this is from a decade, I want to bring this to your attention, you guys, because I feel this is very important, and this is a perfect example of, regardless how incels can look. Again, it's not about how they appear to be based on their skin, their weight, their hairstyle, but it's all behind what goes inside their head, what they're thinking through their brain. And again, a very chilling story, and this should not come as a surprise these days as what an incel is. People these days demand that they're offered intimacy and that they are owed it because they have a harsh life or they're a virgin. And to top things all off, I knew before I even made this video that in the past he would make rant videos venting what goes on in his personal life, similar to EDP, and this is like before EDP got caught. But actually, far more disturbing, because when you think about it, imagine being people like the Cupcake Man, Cyrax, Hiroshi Maru. How many incels are there? Who knows? Decide to follow Elliot Rodgers' footsteps. I'm not going to say it's the majority, but it would not surprise me if some of them were to take that path. And in a way, he feels that he's justified to take innocent people's lives. Because a woman does not want to be able to, like, let him have his way with them. To basically satisfy his urges when he should be controlling his urges. And from what I understand, someone even mentioned that, like, he before the killings, before the shooting spree, he literally, when he saw a couple making out, I think this is a Starbucks, Tim Hortons, whatever, or again, it could be like a coffee store, restaurant, whatever. I don't know whether he took their coffee. I think he took a cup of coffee, or hot water, like literally took a cup of coffee, splashed onto both their faces, because he was jealous that he sees another man kissing a woman, and that he feels like that should have been him, and that it should have been him doing that instead. That he'll do whatever he can to take his place. But he even talked, and then the first video that you saw where he's ranting in his car, he said this was premeditated. He's talking about how this is gonna be the last video, and he's talking about his final moments, what might come of it, and he was really willing to go through with the shootings. He really was, you guys. All because he could not, either he could never get he's never been with a girl before, or the simple fact that he's angry at the fact because he's sexually frustrated and has never gone laid with the female his entire life. And again, he looks normal. He's still very young. There was no reason to take it out on random people, to follow through with it. He had a lot of opportunities to basically like live his life and do more. It's more than just being intimate with someone. It's about discovering yourself as a human being and being able to be the bigger person. Someone who's wiser, someone who's more dedicated, an independent person who isn't frustrated. Because we need to learn to hold our frustrations as well. And not carry out a plan that make us want to harm innocent people. We want at least prove to people what you can do in order to put people on the right track, in which he clearly didn't. And you see the people, the family members of their deceased children, their loved ones. They're crying, shedding tears, because this is something that they're forced to remember for the rest of it. It's gonna be a complete nightmare for them. And had it been one of my family members, I honestly would definitely would understand too. I would definitely be considerate of what might the outcome be. And again, he decided to take this out on a university and killed 7 people before he decided to commit suicide. All because his own selfish ways, rather than trying to improve himself as a person. That's the issue I have with incels. They refuse to improve themselves and decide to lash out at random people, or at people they hate the most, or the people they feel like have wronged them somehow. Like, that's the thing. That's what I understand about these. Like, really, I don't know if they're born that way, or they develop it in the early stage of adolescence. But I'm starting to notice the pattern here, guys. It's just absolutely crazy how some of these incels kind of like pretty much show the same patterns with their behavior. But like, yeah, I would not promote harming yourself, because in a way nobody should. He should have, if anything, he should have done time in prison. He definitely should have gotten the punishment deserved, especially the crime he committed. And again, I'm not the one to decide, but it felt like the reason, again, he did that. The reason he harmed himself and wanted to leave this earth, because he didn't want to face actual consequence. And that's how cowardice these incels are. Just a prime example. And they all it's crazy how they might not have that killing motive, but a lot of them have that motive where they'll blame other people, they'll try to detract what they said, and then they act like cowards in person. But the only time they feel comfortable, again, when they're behind the computer, behind their phone, or if they feel they're heavily armed. And that's what literally boosts their confidence. Is whatever they have, they can use where they feel safe. Just like him when he threw that coffee, because it was hot, and again that was basically his weapon, as well as that gun that I mentioned. I noticed how none of them would be able to fight with honor and take it upon themselves just to like use their hands and basically vent their frustration that way. But, and I don't advocate people harming themselves, but I feel like the best punishment for him, considering this is, again, a decade ago, he definitely should have did time for this. He should definitely not be out. He definitely needs life for this. And whatever further punishment they decide to give him, how again, there's no reason to extend. It should be permanent. If they decide to do also like give him like severe consequences while he's in there, by all means they can do what they can do so. But he should be alive so that we can hear what he has to say, what his defense is, and so we can figure him out. I'm not saying incels should get help, because too many people have free will. And for him to take it out on his university, when you're supposed to go there to make something out of yourself in order to reach your goals, that's just a waste of money, waste of opportunity. So whatever happens, whatever he's going through now, he might be living the worst out of it. He might be getting the worst. And again, this is one of the biggest massive killings involving an incel, and that's why I decided to bring this up, you guys, as well as this video is also proof that it doesn't matter how normal you look, whether you're in shape, even if you get yourself together, that person can still be deranged regardless how you look at them, and we shouldn't be quick to judge based on appearance, but rather on their mindset. And again, I'm gonna have to conclude it from here, you guys. There's really not much to say besides the fact that I give my condolences to the people that he harmed, to those who passed away, and those who are traumatized. But enough being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.